amenities, your basic luxury of life. Even heaven will not satisfy the man unless woman is part of his existence. This mutual existence of man and woman is the bedrock of our society. Whenever we grow, we have felt the need of participation of women in different fields, including judiciary, including the education, health. These are three departments where they are critically required, but they are also required in other departments. And this participation is part of empowering women also. But while the women start participating, different problems start emerging, particularly in the kind of differentiation that God has created. Because that has to be recognized in the first instance, that man and woman are created different. They are equal in the sight of Almighty for many reasons, but the differentiation is also to be critically recognized. Because of that differentiation, that's essential for the creation of and survival of world. Otherwise, no woman will bear the pain at childbirth, because that is unimaginable. People say that is the greatest pain that is felt by a person, and immediately afterwards, there is the source of greatest happiness, that is the child in the lap of mother. But despite bearing that pain, that mechanism has to survive. We have to see that woman has to participate. Particularly, I will give examples from my own field, judiciary. I was a lawyer for 4 years. I practiced it in this court itself. I recollect that at one occasion, a lady came to me and wanted to complain about her husband, who was violent with her. But because of modesty, she was not able to express the kind of violence that she was facing at home. And I felt uneasy also. I was repeatedly telling her, you have to reveal the facts so that I can draft them. And despite my persuasion, despite telling again and again कि आप बताओ क्या होता है, वो कहती थी एक ही बात, वो मेरे साथ ज़्यादती करता है. अब ये ज़्यादती को मुझे explain करना था कोर्ट के सामने कल को जब मैं केस बना था, तो I had to be very specific with the kind of accusation, but she was very modest in revealing those details. And finally, I had a colleague. She was a female. I guess she has left the profession. She has joined somewhere else. I told her, you go and you listen to this lady. And she listened, and we had horror story coming from that lady. And that barrier of gender was preventing her to reveal that to me. Imagine there was no female lawyer available at this court at that time. How would she have been, how would her ordeal would have been translated in words and then presented to a court? Imagine there was not a female judge presiding over that litigation. Then how would a male lawyer, a male judge, a male opponent, everybody male, then the struggle for justice will suffer. These are simple illustrations where need of women in different fields can be highlighted. We have now a basic requirement of law that if a victim of rape is to be examined during the course of investigation, it is to be examined by a female doctor and then produced before a female judge so that her statement can be recorded. In a society where neither of them will exist, how would we cope up and assist the struggle of justice of that lady, that victim? In fact, while she is being produced before a male doctor, that would be another source of strain, pain, injustice for her. And further down, when she is produced before a male judge, her worries, her problems would compound, not solve, regardless of how hard we try to convince her that this system is for you. Those will be their words. What I want to emphasize is that the participation of women in different fields is of critical importance. We are now seeing greater success stories coming from students who are female. Every merit list comes out, first 2, 3 are always toppers are from females. But if we don't have female representation in the teaching faculty, God forbid, there is greater chance that the male ego or at times the obliviousness, the ignorance would result in casualty of great futures from the students, female students. What I actually want to stress again and again is the fact that there is greater requirement of female participation in working place. And if they participate,